Good morning. It's a little after 7 o'clock on Saturday. We just crossed Downes Brook, and I think we have to cross it like 3 or 4 times, but it was rock hoppable, so I think we'll be okay. So we are heading out on a rather long hike today with a couple different options. So we parked at Sabbaday Falls and we rode our bicycles mostly downhill for a mile and parked at the parking for Hedgehog and Potash Mountains and Downes Brook Trail. So we're taking Downes Brook for 2 miles, and then we're going to hang a left on an abandoned trail that was abandoned in 1947, supposedly because it was too dangerous in wet weather and people were coming down it instead of just using it to ascend. So in the late 90s, somebody illegally went in and blazed it, put up like professional signs, cut it all back, and the Forest Service went in and removed everything. But it's an unofficial abandoned trail. So we're gonna go up. It was called Passaconaway Slide. So we're gonna go up that. It pops out at the viewpoint 0.3 miles from the summit of Mount Passaconaway. Then we're going to swing over to Whiteface, which doesn't have a view from the summit, and hang a right on the Cape Sleeper Trail, which I'm really excited about because I've heard it's a really nice trail and we've never been on it, and go over the east and west sleepers, which are actually west is higher than east, but it doesn't have enough prominence to make it onto the New England 100 highest. So east sleeper is on the New England 100 highest. Both of them are on the New Hampshire 100 highest. So we're gonna go to that, and then we're gonna you come out halfway down the South Tripyramid slide. So at that point we have to decide how we feel. And if we're really tired, we'll go up south and then swing over to Middle and North Tripyramid, come back towards Middle and go down Sabbaday Brook Trail to our car. If we're feeling great and the weather looks good, we'll go down south, slide, take the Livermore Road for like a mile, and then swing up north, slide, and then go back to the car after we hit Middle. So we'll see, that adds like 1,700 feet of elevation and 3 miles. So we're looking at 17 miles or 20.3 or something like that. So it's gonna be a long day, but that's our plan. Okay, we are entering the Passaconaway Slide Trail, which is an abandoned trail. It's really hard to read this sign, but basically it says, "This is an unauthorized trail. Public use of these lands is welcome. However, this route is not part of the White Mountain National Forest Trail system. As such, any maintenance activities, including blazing, brushing, and blowdown removal, are prohibited." So, and then they tell you if you make any trails, you're subject to fines. So we won't do that, but they have that up because somebody actually did blaze a trail through here. So anyway, we just popped off. It was pretty obvious where the start of it was, and we have an old map that shows where the old trail was. So now you just kind of go up slab. So this is the trail right up here. It's beautiful. Excellent. All right, so 2 miles from here is the summit outlook on Passaconaway. I can just see Passaconaway peeking through the trees. All right, wish us luck. We're just a little ways in. We've been walking up the slab right next to waterfalls and pools of water. And here's a really pretty one right here. And go up there. It's a little tricky here. Which way do you want to go? That side? And then kind of along, I think. Yeah. Anyway, neat. It's beautiful and very interesting.
We're on an abandoned trail, hanging up Passaconaway Slide. We're not to the slide yet, but I'm told this is very slippery, so we're staying only on the dry stuff. But the water rushing through here is very beautiful, peaceful. It's a great day so far. The sky's a little cloudy, but we're supposed to get clear. That's Mount Potash. You can see just the very top of the screen. Now, let's see if I can catch up.
Okay. Walking along here, we have some blueberries and some asters that are blooming. And up there is Passaconaway sticking up. And we're just going to walk along this. So cool.
I'm told this is very slippery. We're staying on
The water's just pouring down.
so far.
Very cool.
It's a little cloudy, but just get clear.
This is pretty awesome. Okay, I have to go this way though, because there's no way I'm going to step on that. It just keeps going. Very, very cool. Wow, it really does just keep going. I love it. So the stuff that's dry is nice and grippy, but that stuff over there is very, very slippery. And this right here is one of the old illegal blazes. So that's the first one I've seen. Oh, there's another one over there. Very, very cool. Here's another one right here. I love open slab when it's not wet, slippery, or when I have to descend it. So this is pretty fun. Wow. Very cool. Who knew that Passaconaway was so cool? It's kind of a mountain in terms of views. Let's see if I turn around. That is, I think that's potash. Yes. And hedgehog would be over, I do believe. Here comes John. Awesome. Well, I feel like I could keep recording forever, but I won't. But look at all those waterfalls. That's awesome. I love it. We are at kind of a fork in the slab, and we're not really sure where to go. I went up one side, John went up the other side. It forks into the woods right where he is right now. And then there's just a nice little sliding rock right down there. Skies are opening up. We're just not sure which way to go. I think I'm on the correct side, but there's really no correct side. We just want to get up there in one piece. And that stuff that John's crossing is really, really slippery. He's almost to the dry stuff. Okay. Phew. All right. Okay, so we are near the top of the, what was it? The Passaconaway Slide Trail, abandoned trail. And the bottom was like really nice slab with waterfalls, beautiful, not slippery. And then, oh, look at that cave thing, cool. Then the middle part was, we kind of got away from the slab because it was so slippery and we couldn't really find the abandoned trail, so it was pretty rough bushwhacking for a while. And then we just popped out onto the old trail. So it's much nicer. Steep though. But I think we're, I don't know, how close are we? 2/10 of a mile?
2/10, yeah.
So, I'm just glad to not be bushwhacking through. Okay. John says 1/10. So good. We're almost there. It's a lot like work, but also satisfying. And we didn't get hurt, so that's good. All right. Almost there.
So this is the very top of the abandoned Passaconaway Slide Trail. It was really very steep. And you can see maybe that about 10 feet away from me is just a drop. Behind me, just a drop. That way it's okay, but that's not the direction we came from. We came from down there. So it's hard for me to narrate while climbing. It's really very steep. I think in a half a mile it was had to be at least 1,000 feet. Again, here's Laura. She's taking a video from this lookout. I think that this lookout is on the maps. So.
I don't think this is, no. This is not it. We're still not there.
Laura tells me no.
Oh, but down here is hedgehog. Look at all that open ledge. I love it. That's a fun mountain. And potash. What's across the street? I am at a little viewpoint, almost to the viewpoint of the Passaconaway outlook. And this is Mount Chicorowa. I don't think this is, no. It's not it. We're still not there.
Laura tells me no.
Oh, but down here is hedgehog. Look at all that open ledge. I love it. That's a fun mountain. And potash. What's across the street with all that open rock right there?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is. Kerrigan behind that. Really nice shot of Chicorowa and the sisters. Beautiful. All right. This is the viewpoint on Walden Trail, right at the top of Passaconaway. And it's pretty nice view. That with the red cliff right there is Paugus, which is on 52 of the view. And of course, there's Chicorowa and the sisters, also 52 of the view. And let's see, Mount Washington was in the cloud. Oh, it's kind of got big clouds on the presidentials right there. Although it looks like Washington is just on the edge of peeking out. But Jefferson and Madison and Adams are definitely socked in, and it looks like Eisenhower has a little bit blowing over it. So maybe that might clear out. I don't know. It's pretty much clear everywhere except there. When we were coming up the slide, I could see the Franconia Ridge area had a little bit of clouds too, but it's not horrible. And there's nothing here. It's just blue skies above, but not particularly sunny. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. Next stop is Whiteface. We're going to take the Walden Trail down, which we've never taken before, and I hear it's a little bit unused and steep. So we shall see, but we like to do different things, so we'll see how it is. Okay, we finished Passaconaway and Whiteface, and we are on the Cape Sleeper Trail right now, which is really quite nice. It's been wet in some places, but it's really very pretty, mossy. And we're pretty close to a junction with Downes Brook Trail, which was what we started on this morning. But we're like at the headwater of the Downes Brook. We will be. And on the map it shows Cape Sleeper Trail kind of taking a left. And there's it's like a lake or a pond. So I'm kind of excited to see if there's a pond up here. But anyway, the wind was really whipping before. It was kind of overcast. It seemed like, I don't know, not summer. It didn't seem great, but now we're a little further down. It's not windy and the sun is shining. It's really quite lovely. So this is part of the Cape Sleeper Trail. So this is the pond, but it's kind of overgrown, and there is water back there. Let me make this go up higher. I don't know if you can see water anywhere, but nothing to speak of. I mean, it looks so big on the map. So we just did an intersection and we came to an what?
There's good swimming.
Yeah, right. Came to an intersection that was barely discernible as an intersection, but there are signs if you're looking for them. And this was just a little spur out to the water, but there's not really any water. So we're gonna continue on. The next stop is East Sleeper. Oops. This is the spur trail out to East Sleeper. It is all like blowdowns, and the sun is beating down on us, and I'm quite hot. But we're almost up to this summit. We'll see if there's a cairn or something to sign, maybe. Or maybe there's nothing. We'll see. Just gonna run this. So I think we're almost there. Whoa. That breeze feels amazing. Here it is. There's a sign and a cairn. All right. East Sleeper and a cairn. All right. I don't see anything to sign. No canister. That's all right. We made it. Next stop will be West Sleeper, which I think is right on the trail. We just came back there. Nice pine needles and ferns and lovely forest. Now we're just going up a little tiny bit and we're going to pop out on the South Tripyramid Slide. Oh, I see a blue blaze. I don't really want to go up because we're going to come down. But let's see. I know there is a sign somewhere for Cape Sleeper Trail. There's a cairn. I think the sign is right near that cairn. But we need to come down, I think. Over there. Oof. Cairn. I thought there was a sign. Maybe not.
What kind of sign?
I see a blaze on that tree entering the woods. I thought there was a sign for Cape Sleeper. Anyway, this is the South Tripyramid Slide. And we're going to go down it, though. So I'm not sure. It seemed to me it was along the edge there.
It goes, the map shows that we
Yeah.
go more over and then down.
Okay, because it's not down there. But here's our little view out to the Osceolas. Oh, I don't know if the lake is showing there, but you can see Mount Roberts and Shaw in the Ospey Range. And then Waterville Valley Ski Resort, Tecumseh, is right through the trees right here, but it's probably not very visible. Cool. All right. So we're gonna get off this slide pretty fast, I think, and then swing over on Livermore Road and pick up the North Tripyramid Slide, which is always a fun scramble up. So that's the next thing. Okay, so my last video was wrong. That thing that looked like the South Slide was actually still on the Cape Sleeper Trail. It looked just like the South Slide, but now this is the South Slide. All right. And we're going to go down it. So these are some people coming down. It goes out, and there's Waterville Valley and the Osceolas right there.
Here we are, the South Tripyramid Slide Trail. Trail? Or is it just a slide? I don't know. I never get these things right. Mount Tripyramid Trail, which happens to be on the South Slide. So it's very steep here. It drops probably 20 feet for every 15 feet forward. So it's definitely steep. And as soon as you find a place that's got some sand, that's where you know you're going to start slipping.
It's 2:30 and we are sitting down on the South Slide enjoying a lunch of cheese and crackers and summer sausage and looking out at, I misidentified something last time, so let's see. We've got Tecumseh, this is Waterville Valley, and Mount Tecumseh right there. Over, oh, I can't see it on the GoPro now, but in the foreground kind of there are two things together that have big slab open areas on them, and that is Welch on the left and Dickey on the right, which is a really fun short loop hike with a lot of bang for your buck. If you're not a hiker, that might be a good one to start on. And then over here, I don't know why I was calling them the Osceolas. What the hell? Not right. That's Sandwich Dome right there. And then I guess that little bump is probably Jennings, or Noon is up there too. So maybe that's Noon. I don't know. Anyway, it's nice. We can see, and I know the GoPro won't show it, but you can see peaks way, way, way out in Vermont. So Ascutney and Killington and I guess Crosby. I don't know what that mountain is. Cardigan is showing for us. Crotchet is showing. Yeah, it's nice. It's hot in the sun. Today has been kind of up and down temperature-wise, I'd say. It really felt like it could snow at one point. It was overcast and the wind was blowing. It felt like it might start raining or sleeting or something, but it didn't. So that's where we are right now. We're heading down South Slide and then we're gonna go up the North Slide. So we are starting to climb the North Slide and here comes John. It's, what time is it? Almost 4:30 and it's dry as a bone, which is awesome because we are early morning hikers usually and it's always wet. So this is awesome. I think that was like, to me, it was the sketchiest part that we just did. So yay, I hope so. There might be one more tough one. Anyway, looking good. Okay, those are our views of the Osceolas. And this is the slide. I'm just gonna pan right around. Here's John, he's about 6 feet away from me. And it is like, whew, really, really steep up there. Obviously, we keep telling you that, but it really is. It's like, you can't believe it. But anyway, it's beautiful. It's just a lot of work.
So we're heading up the north side, the Tripyramids. Just keeps going up and up. Oh, sorry about that. Wasn't watching what I was filming. About, oh, I guess it's hard to see exactly how steep it is. It's steep. Yeah, that's true. It gets steeper. Up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's get it done. You got this.
I just didn't want to know if my thing was hung up.
Say hi. We're going right up there. Here's what the view looks like. Oh, it's beautiful. You probably can't appreciate how steep this is here, but if this were wet, we would both be sliding down the mountain right now. Yep. For sure. Beautiful day out. Okay. We are climbing. Here comes Laura, just climbing. Try not to stay right in front of each other. Right behind the other. That way. When the rocks start sliding down, nobody gets bowled off the mountain. It's steep. About another 0.2 of a mile maybe. Yes. That's our reward.
Carrying it all day. Well, you've been carrying it all day.
That's a reward.
You gotta do it after you get up the side.
Exactly.
Wow.
It is.
Looks like the Webster Cliffs right there. Isn't it?
I don't know.
Or maybe it's the side of Mount Nancy. It's all Anderson. I don't know those ones over there. It's got all slides on it.
Okay.
Like this.
Keep climbing. I guess I have 2 hands.
Okay, it's about 5:15 and we are sitting up at the top of the North Tripyramid slide, enjoying our lunch beer. And the path actually now diverges into the woods, and it's 1/10 of a mile to the summit. And then 7/10 from there to Middle Tripyramid, and then we go back to the car. So that's good. So this is, let's see, over there is Moosilauke, and then in close are the Osceolas. And then those must be the Kinsmans. Let's see, I can't really point right there. And then this big ridge over here is like Flume and Liberty and Little Haystack and Lincoln and Lafayette. And then this point right there is Garfield. And then, oh, it's really hard to see on here. The Twins are in the back. And then up close in is the Hancocks, like right in there. And then right around the corner is Kerrigan, Kerrigan sticking up right there. And then I think right in the front here is Mount Kinkamongus. Yep, so it turned out to be a beautiful day. It's a little bit breezy, but it feels good. It's hard work, and your adrenaline is going when you're climbing up the slide. So glad that's over with. And literally right at that cairn, we encountered a guy who came out of the woods right here and is descending the slide, which I think is absolutely insane.
Agreed.
He didn't sound all that worried about it.
No, his footing wasn't all that sure though in the upper part here.
Oh, is it? It's really slippery up here. And then down below it's just
way worse.
Straight up, like, flat slab. He sounded European to me. So who knows, he probably has tons and tons of experience. In any case, I don't wish to be him. We're taking the easy way out. We're gonna go out Sabbaday Brook Trail, which is steep at the top, but pretty good after that. And our car's at the Sabbaday Falls parking lot, so
We gotta pick up bikes.
and we have to go get our bikes. Hopefully they're still there. You know what occurred to me? You chained them to like a really thin tree because all the trees were thin.
Yeah,
so if anyone had a brush clearing saw, they could just cut the tree. It wasn't? Okay.
No. It's like the big.
I did think about it.
It's like big around as your thigh.
So yeah,
You could still get through it, but it would take a lot of work.
we gotta go get our bikes. But we get to drive to go get our bikes, so that's good. All right, I gotta help John drink this beer so we can keep on going. I want to be out of here before dark, right? Yes. Okay, there's a view of Chicorowa from Middle Tripyramid, and it's 6 o'clock. Made good time over here. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stand up. Oh, and there's Passaconaway right there. We were there first thing this morning. And then Whiteface is right through there. And then we came around on the Kate Sleeper and popped out on South Tripyramid, which is through the trees right here. Crazy. And then we went down in the valley over here. This, by the way, is the tiny little summit cairn. It's pitiful. Right, John?
That's right.
Pitiful.
Pitiful.
They've all been pitiful today. One didn't even have a cairn.
That's true.
Horrible. East Sleeper had a sign. That was like, and that's not even one of the 4,000.
My view is gonna savage it.
Right. So there's Waterville Valley ski area, Mount Tecumseh, and we walked kind of down in the valley and then came up the north slide of Tripyramid and then along the ridge to Middle. And then we're gonna go back a little bit. Want to head back?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go back.
I'm ready.
It's like 1 or 2/10 of a mile to get to Sabbaday Brook. Ooh, actually, trail. And this right here is the trail to South, which is, we only took it one time, and it was really nice.
It's not a 4,000 footer.
No, but it was a nice trail, and it was, I liked the summit even. Yeah. It was wooded, but it was pretty. So, and I just saw some juncos up here, hoping that we'll drop some food for them. I guess they're hiding. All right, so the next place is the split for Sabbaday Brook Trail, and then from there I think it's like 3 miles back to the car. We go right by Sabbaday Falls. If it's light enough, we'll stop in there and take a look at the waterfall. And then we'll be done. We'll go pick up our bikes. So it is 8:03 and the sun is setting, but we are at Sabbaday Falls. So we're 3/10 of a mile from the car, and we're just gonna wing through here quickly to take a look. It's all built up for the tourists, and in the winter they gate off this section so you can't come in here because it's pretty treacherous.